What's going on, guys? It's Akira Sendo, and today we'll be talking about new possible parks coming to 2K21. With the chance of affiliations coming back, not confirmed obviously, we know it's a possibility since it's one of the things the community has been asking for the most. Plus, new consoles gives 2K the chance to be a flagship game on said new consoles. Alright, so let's imagine they launch the game with 3 small neighborhoods. I mean small, I don't want to be running laps to just get to one place to another. Heck, here's this mock-up that I made. Okay, so let's start at the center, the big red circle. That's the spawn, and that should be the focal point of where people are to just move around and find games quickly. And let's not have these massive timeout clocks, 7 minutes of activity and you're out. I gave us 6 3s courts and 4 2s courts and made them have creative layouts like Puma or other events. And obviously the courts can vary from neighborhood to neighborhood, such as maybe the Flyers have the 4s court like they used to at the center, or Rough Riders have the 1s, which was technically 3 people playing against each other. And then I forgot what the Flyers had. Okay, so other stuff that is on this layout is the Rec and Pro-Am. Those can be right next to each other. Those make the most sense. Just have one massive store, just called like the 2K store or whatever. It doesn't really matter. You can have all your logos of the NBA store and all that stuff laying outside, but no one really cares. I mean, just a simpler menu to buy stuff at one centralized location would obviously make everyone happy versus having to go run from one side of the neighborhood to the other to the other. Just have it be one centralized location, and then the micro area can just be that gym and the practice facility and the VC area that nobody ever visits. The travel box thing that I put there can just be like a gate to get to the other parks, like the Rough Riders or the Flyers neighborhood. And you can keep all your ads, just downsize it. Heck, all I did was remove the garden and give us more courts and get rid of all that unutilized space that's in those alleys that nobody ever goes there. I mean, you can still have those areas where people take the pictures by the murals and whatnot. Just don't let it get in the way of keeping everyone close together. Otherwise, we're going to have another 2K18 scenario. Okay, now the main reason you clicked on this video. So I came up with like this really rough sketch. Trust me, it just took me about like 30 minutes, not even. Alright, 15 minutes at the most to do, and you'll see what I mean when I show you my mock-ups. So pretty much if you implemented a matchmaking system, you could just do it like the travel center where you could click travel to, say, Margaret Park in Chicago, 3s or 2s at this place or something like that. So this would be like squads or randoms matchmaking. So if you're in a squad, you're more likely to play against another squad, but you still have a chance to play against a random squad or vice versa. We can play on these types of courts. So here's what you're thinking. Alright, so obviously right now on the screen there's probably a picture of Venice. When people playing now, you're thinking, oh, this would never happen. There's no ads. There's no way to make money off of this. Well, a lot of these places obviously have events in real life. Otherwise, you know, how could you take advantage of a public area like this? So, like I was saying, Venice holds these events, and they use these dividers, such as these Red Bull dividers, so why not just put them in the game and just change up whatever 2K's ads or sponsors are. So here, I made this really rough. Alright, so look at this. Anywhere you see these red boxes, you could just probably put those dividers, have up those ads. So here's normal Venice, here's event Venice. Now imagine the same dividers on other courts, such as Chicago's Margaret Park. Here's the before. Here's the after. Funny enough, I didn't know this picture was actually from some game or something, because yeah, I mean, you can see the render distance is pretty shady. But anyways, Miami's unknown court, which is this amazing, beautiful court. So here's this before, here's this after. And since we're getting new consoles, why not take advantage of the improved hardware? Also, we can have like these other famous areas such as the Cage or Rutgers, since they're public parks. I'm assuming licensing isn't an issue to get those into the game, and those can be released throughout the year, since I think that 2K struggles with is keeping people interested. I mean, yes, the closed drops were interesting, same with the events that happen, but it's not like new content added. We've had these events before, and we've had close added before. It's nothing new. So why not just throw it away? Why not just throw away the park if you're just going to implement matchmaking? And I say, keep the park for the people that love to cherry pick games, and maybe have it be a more risk-free, casual atmosphere than matchmaking. As in matchmaking, you probably come across some pretty sweaty squads that want game after game, kind of like we do. But obviously having that difference between those two areas would probably help distinguish, like, okay, matchmaking, a little bit more competitive, park, a little bit more casual, Pro-Am, highest tier of competition possible, 5v5. They could just start implementing that. It would probably get people a little bit more interested in the 2K League too somehow, if they have some like ads before games or whatnot. Oh god, that'd be a terrible idea. Never mind. Well, like as always, it's been Akira Sendo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. If it's not a Pro Am video, it'll probably be another video in this similar style if we manage to somehow get a game this week.